Simran, guys. At gym this morning, I was chatting to a guy that I'd met in a different gym. I was training in Dainford. I normally, when I met him in Cedar, and he was saying, "Hey, bro, you knew I've never seen you before." And I was like, "No, man, I just hop around gyms. It's just one of those things. I rarely find myself in the same gym for too long, and I really don't like being in the same space for too long. Anyway, so we saw each other this morning, and we just got to chatting, and we just really spoke about the importance of being in a different environment. And you were saying with the second he moved to Dainfern, and he parked his car in his car, and you could see the cars around him, and he just became inspired. He said from a business point, from a networking point, training in a different space. And I was like, that's the thing. Like the environment that you find yourself is so important. It's so important. I know so many people that will say things like, I hate Joburg, I don't want to be in Joburg. And I'm always like, you're in the wrong part of Joburg. You're chilling with the wrong people within Joburg. And that's why you're not motivated. You find yourself aggressive, you find yourself angry because you're constantly in spaces where the people are toxic. If you find yourself where the people are inspirational, if you find yourself in a space where the people just want growth and development, and that's where you are, and they're motivating, and it's just positive energy, how can you not become a better version of yourself? The reason why most people are losers is because of their environment. They're in a space where everyone around them is not growing, or rather not growing at the rate or the pace that they want to. You find it in so many spaces. Let's go back to the gym. As I met this guy, you can train at home by yourself, and I'm not saying you won't get any sort of growth and results, but the reality is that if you find yourself in a space where abantu vele bayajima and the people there are miles ahead of you, they might pull you ahead. I always want to be in an environment where people are very professional, people are amazing, people have positive energy. That pulls me. Guys, whether we want to or not, you need to understand a lot of things are happening in our subconscious. The reason why we find ourselves in so many spaces is because of our subconscious pulling us there. If you're in a space where everybody around you is twerking and doing this and this and this, it will slowly but surely condition you into a thing like that. I talk about making sure with the social media diet that you're consuming is one that is about growth, and stop watching things, oh yeah, Chola 99, The Bachelorette, Big Brother, because those things subconsciously start priming you. So it's very, very important. Understand, Uguti, this has nothing to do whether you want to or not. If I take an egg and I put it in boiling water, whether the egg wants to or not, the environment that I put it in will harden it. It will shape it to become something else. Whether the egg wants to or not, if I take you and I put you in a freezer, whether you want to or not, you will freeze. You will freeze. Your environment is so important. I can take a child who is academically weak. If I take a child who's academically weak and I change their friends, and their friends are people who really, really value education, really people that put in work, people who, in all their social hierarchy is based on academic performance. If I put them there as any person who seeks validation, I seek validation, you seek validation, and we seek it from our social circle. I take a child and I put him in an environment where the social currency is academic performance. As weak as that child is, we will see that child improving academically. If I take a child who is very, very average at rugby, for example, and I take him and I move him to a great rugby school like Great Bloem, the social currency there is rugby status. So obviously that child, in terms of them versus them, their rugby knowledge ability will improve. Understand, a lot of it has to do with your environment. A lot of it has to do with people that you surround yourself with. Because again, you become the sum total of that. Guys, I watch it all the time. I see it within professional rugby players. The reason why a lot of them end up being failures is because they start dating Maslay Queen. The reason why they start dating women that don't understand the dynamics of what they live in. You see a lot of the ones that become successful start dating white girls. No offense to our black sisters at all, no offense, but because the white girl better understands the realm of a rugby player, maybe their dad played it, their uncles played it, their brothers played it, they understand after the game on Saturday, they can't go to a Gemini, they can't go to a Rockers, they need to go home and make sure this person gets the right nutrients, they have an ice bath, they make sure again, so now the guy becomes a success because of the environment. Cheslin Kolbe wasn't going to make Springboks until he changed his environment and moved to France. And he changed the system. It's very, very important. I know a lot of people get triggered, get angry. Oh, you want me to join my friends? Yes. Yes. Because it's your friends that every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're drinking. Friday, they're drinking here. Saturday, they're drinking here. Ban, they're going to a market on Sunday. Your friends, just based on how they live, is not anything conducive to getting you closer to your goals. And you know that is true. The area in which you live in an area where the people there are just barely getting by. You're living in an area where it's toxic, people scandal, people gossip. You live in an area where it's different guys with cars picking up girls, environment that you're living in is not one where it's promoting family, it's promoting business, it's promoting development, it's promoting this. It's not that environment. And that's why you find yourself stuck. That's why you're getting angry. That's why you are a loser. You're a loser because your environment is a loser environment. Change the person you're dating. Change the person you're dating. The reason why you're not losing weight is because of Jolo Fat 8. There is always about makota and eating guagua mai. Therefore, when will you ever lose weight? Because even when you try to change at home, as you get home, she's there, he's there, chowing Melva pudding. You know, so already you're going to struggle because it feels like everything is going against you. Change your friends. Change your work environment. You know, you work in some dodgy office, work in a place where uspana nephew, it's beautiful, you're like, shit. People, when you walk in, the way that people are dressed, you're like, oof. But they're looking professional. Now your mindset changes into that. You know, it's no different than walking into a library. I don't care how noisy you are outside. The moment you walk into a library, because of the environment, now you start calming down. You start talking softer because you're in that environment. You know, and if you're in a club, even if you're whispering outside, when you get into a club, the music, the lights, hey friends, hey, your mindset will change. Whether you're conscious of the decision or not conscious of the decision, these things will change you. The people that you date will change you. The people that you date will either make you a better person or a worse person. Look at your bank account. Ask yourself, because I'm dating this person directly, is my bank account doing this or this? My financial decisions, am I making better financial decisions or worse? Directly due to the person that I'm dating. Look at your health. Is my health going up? Is my health going down? Am I getting fatter? Am I getting leaner because of the person I'm dating, or now that there's a change in something? So you need to ask yourself all these questions mentally. Am I a smarter person or am I not a smarter person? Or now am I just watching all these shows that are killing my brain cells? Am I following all these people on TikTok and Instagram that are breaking my brain cells? Or am I more knowledgeable about the world around me? Understand my friends. How are they affecting me? Guys, you are the sum total of the people that you hang around with. And if you hang around with losers, you are a loser. You are a loser. Come on. If you're a hoe and you hang around, if you are not a hoe and you hang around with hoes, you're a hoe. Oh, no, I don't smoke weed. Just my friends smoke weed. Put yourself in a room with 4 people that smoke weed, that are smoking around you, and tell me if you're not going to leave high. That's going to happen. That is going to happen, guys. So again, it's your environment that is keeping you a loser. I can talk on this topic for hours. I can break it down chapter by chapter by chapter by chapter. But again, I'm just going to try and keep it short because I've seen some of my videos have been going 20 minutes. And yes, sometimes but again, I'm just trying to keep it as little short little nuggets, something less than 10 minutes so that people can just consume and then we can start engaging. Guys, don't go through the battles of life alone. Have a team that is way stronger. Find yourself playing for Barcelona because that's where you will shine the most. You trying to do everything by yourself, life will knock you. You trying to even be with the toxic people, life will knock you even worse. So please, guys, change your environment from what you are eating to your social media diet to your friends. And if it means change your partner, do that right now. You will look back in 5 years' time and you say, shit, I made amazing decisions because the people that I surround myself with are only quality people. Because again, I deserve a quality life and I'm working my ass off in order to achieve it. Anyway, please like, please share, please comment. If you disagree with me, comment and subscribe. Have yourselves a phenomenal day. Sure.